Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Johanna, and in today's Itaki Shabuki cooking in the office recipe, I'm going to make some potsticker soup. Now, the potstickers I have are from Costco. I just liberated the bag from the freezer. Really, they were going to throw it away. It's not bad or anything, but we needed room for the turkey, so I'm just going to leave it at the freezer here in the office. So you might see a lot of different potsticker recipes. And I did use some dashi in here. I did fill it up, I don't know if you guys can see it, to the minimum line full of water. And then I used one of these spoons here, about halfway of dashi. I'll check it midway through because I don't want to make it too salty. In here I do have some bean sprouts and green onions that I washed. I'm not going to use the whole thing, but I will be using it this week. And then I'll put in some pot stickers. There's nothing else to lunch, just these things here. And once it's all assembled in the pot, then I'll bring you guys back. All right, guys, so bean sprouts and green onions in. I've got 7 pot stickers in there. Serving size is 5, but yeah, I had coffee for breakfast and I'm hungry. I might not actually eat all that, but I put that in. I'm going to let that boil on high for a few minutes. Basically, I just need the pot stickers to cook through. It is the pork and vegetable pot stickers from Ling Ling. As you guys know, I do put the cover on a paper plate. This one I brought from home. It is coated, so it's not the porous type of paper plate, because once I take it off of the pot, there's a bunch of condensation. I do have about half of the bean sprouts remaining, and that'll be for lunch tomorrow. Again, I'll test the soup and I'll let you guys know how long it took to cook this, and I'll bring you guys back in a little bit. All right, guys, so this is what it looks like. It cooked for 10 minutes. I did test out one of them. You probably can see it right there, just to make sure the filling was cooked. Now, pot stickers inherently are better when you cook them in the recommended fashion, which is you put them in a shallow frying pan, you add some water, you add some oil, you cover it, you let it steam so that it cooks. You take the cover off and then you let it fry so the bottom gets crispy. But it actually is not bad this way, which is good because I can only do either steaming or boiling of the pot stickers with the gadgets that I have. Now, I think this gets hot enough to fry, so I could do it in that method, but I don't want to bring oil to the office. I don't want to have to deal with any of that. That one I definitely would have to watch. This one I can let simmer. Now, probably around the 8-minute mark, the cover started jangling because it was boiling so vigorously. So I turned it down to low for the last 2 minutes, and then I sort of just shimmied or moved the cover so that it was covering most of it, but there was air could escape. I don't know where my words are. This is piping hot. I didn't have to add any more dashi. The seasoning is fine. I did find some wasabi and some soy sauce, shoyu, whatever you call it, in my cabinet, and so I'm going to mix that and put it in a little plasticky container and then use that as a dipping sauce, because really there's just bean sprouts and pot stickers in there. I don't even taste any of the green onion. It really is flavored with bean sprouts. I like bean sprouts, so that's fine for me. But if you don't, then I wouldn't recommend this particular recipe. And I learned from last week not to add any of those seaweed flakes in, because it's good in the beginning, but once it dissolves into the water, it tastes like an aquarium smells. So I'll let you know after lunch how this was and give you my thoughts. Okay guys, so I'm done with lunch, and I have to say I was pleasantly surprised. Now, I like the pot stickers and I like soup, and I thought, well, I mean, it'll be warm. It's been kind of windy and cool here, so I thought it'd be yummy. But I think I might actually like it in a boiled version more than in the regular crispy version, because this skin on these pot stickers are a bit thick. So if you either don't steam it right or you don't fry it right or something, they can get really chewy. I didn't find that the same chewiness once it was boiled. It really reminded me of wonton soup, which I am a huge fan of. Now, I didn't eat all of my bean sprouts. If I had to pick a lane, whether I'm going to eat the meat or the vegetables, I'm gonna eat the meat. That shouldn't come as any surprise. The only thing, if you do make this, I would counsel you to approach with caution. If you've ever had soup dumplings in a Chinese restaurant, you either poke it and you put it in your spoon so that the soup drains out, or the way that I do it is I bite the tip off and then make sure that there is no juice about to squirt, because I boiled it. There is a ton of juice in those things that seep in through cracks and whatever. So I would recommend doing that, just because it can scald your mouth otherwise, because there's just so much hot soup. The soup tasted good. I didn't actually end up using the wasabi. I checked it because when I opened it, it was a really weird color, and it actually expires on Thursday, and I didn't want to take the chance. It smelled fine, but yeah, I don't need to be sick before Thanksgiving. Anyway, well, that was today's Itaki Shabuki. Tomorrow I will be using bean sprouts and pot stickers, but I'm going to use a steamer as I have an idea for something else. We'll see how that comes out. All right, guys, well, that's it for me for now, and as always, aloha.